Hey, honey buns. I am the Courtney Williams. I don't really have anything major to say. This is a test because you guys know over the last couple of weeks when I was trying to do live videos later on after going back, I just realized the quality of the connection was bad and it left the videos looking horrible. So I filmed those videos on my cell phone, whereas this one I'm filming on my laptop. So I'm trying to see if this is going to be like a better quality for you guys so that I can like move forward with like some of the plans that I have for live videos coming up in the future. Let me get a little lip gloss, girl, because my lips is dry. My lips is dry, and I want my lips to be looking crusty. But I really just want to hop on real quick so we could talk about whatever. If you guys have any questions about anything, hey, you made it. Like I was saying, this is a test because y'all know I've been trying to do lives on my cell phone and the quality was bad. So I need to see if the quality is better if I do the live on my computer, so I can, you know, I have some plans for some videos that I want to do in the future. So I want to make sure that when I'm putting it out, it look good, especially for the replay. So yeah, but I'm good. I do want to thank you all for just all the kind words yesterday. I know the video I put out yesterday was very, very, very emotional. And just it was so much going on, especially when I found out, you know, when you just, I don't know, it was a lot basically. So yeah, but I'm in a good place, y'all. Like I think I'm going through a transition right now. It was weird the last live. I was thinking so, and then you know what? When I was going back, like all the lives that I've been doing with the phone since I've gotten here have been trash, and them replays have been trash. And I was like, but is this one better? Like, does it look better as of now in just the live form? I'll look back at it again later once it uploads, to make sure. And don't mind my little orange shirt. I was teaching with VIP Kids. Autofocus was messing up. Like right now or like the last time? This one much better? Okay, perfect. I really hope that it is better in the last time. Okay, I really hope that it's better afterwards too. Like once it actually uploads, and I hope it's like not choppy. But yeah, I'm definitely going through a transition right now. You know, I was in Vietnam and I left Vietnam. I'm actually thinking about making a video about like if I would go back to Vietnam. But just over the last couple of months, there's just been a lot of transitioning on an emotional level, you know, like last year I was paying really close attention to like my mood and just my triggers and kind of figuring out like, okay, this triggered me. Why did it trigger me? What in this made me feel this particular way? Girl, I feel emotional already again. You know, when you just feel it coming up. But leaving Vietnam, I was about to have a shutdown. Like I was about to have a breakdown leaving Vietnam. It was like, I got to go. I need to go. And then getting home, I was super excited to go home, y'all, because I really was ready to shake some ass. Like I was ready to shake some ass. I was ready to eat some good food and see all of my friends. And in all honesty, being home was completely different from what I thought. I didn't even think about the fact that I was going to be going home during the cold, and it was hella cold, and I'm not a cold person, and I was hella miserable because it was hella cold, and I was beefing with like my best friends. Like it just was a lot going on, and I was really emotional. Like even before I landed in Houston, like me and one of my other friends, Jasmine, yeah, it was cold. I don't know. It probably was more cold to me because I have been in Asia for so long. Like I hadn't experienced any cold weather for like a good 3 years. So, and I honestly think maybe my iron levels were a little bit low as well. So maybe I was colder than normal, but I was freezing. I was miserable. I was like, oh no, this ain't it. This ain't it. I will not be coming home again during the winter. Like, I plan to travel for the rest of my life, but when I touch back in the States, it's always going to be a summer. It's always going to be a summer month. Like, I ain't coming back no more during the holidays. Like, I'm good. I am good. Yeah, it's real hot, especially in Bangkok. Bangkok really be giving Texas a run for their money because their humidity there is on like a whole nother level. It's on a whole nother level. Oh, you've been with me for a year. I feel so freaking honored. I'm so glad that you're here supporting me and just, rocking with me. Yes, it'd be a whole moment. So I got home. I ain't even shaking up. Well, I shook some ass in my grandma's house, like I had some twerk sessions by myself in the mirror, but I didn't really have like the type of twerk session that I was planning to have. So I definitely still kind of like have a little build up like, girl, when we gonna have a proper like one of them nights type of night, like where everything is just great and you with the best people, it's just real good energy and you just flowing and it's just, like one of them nights. So yeah, it'd be a moment. Oh, you're a trucker. One of my friends, Jessica, I want to say her YouTube channel is called J Rich Trucking. Excuse me, but she just became a trucker. Like, I want to say within, not just, maybe like about a year she's been a trucker, maybe a year and a half, but she's been documenting her journey on YouTube, and she be doing all kind of little dope stuff, and she be making like whole like meals in that truck. Like, I'm talking about like red beans and rice, gumbo. I think she's probably gonna be coming out with a cookbook soon, but definitely check her out. She pretty dope. That's my boo. That's my boo. So yeah, I got home and it was really emotional. Like, even before touching Houston, I was crying in DC at the airport with my other friend, Jasmine, and just, telling her about the fears that I had about going home after such a long time, and just kind of like revisiting relationships that weren't the healthiest, and kind of being nervous for how those relationships were going to, open up or unfold to me. Yes. I mean, you don't, but she a real one. You don't see that many Black truckers, but she a real one. And I think it's really dope that she started a YouTube channel. I was like, girl, you better, because I think it's such a niche market for her, and people really relate to her. And she did a video not too long ago, just kind of like talking about the things that truckers go through, like in the yard, and, giving insight to like women who may be married to truckers and need a little bit of insight. So definitely a channel to check out. She is J Rich Trucking, I think it's called. But I got home and it was hella emotional. When I tell you I cried so much, y'all. I cried so much. I cried so much during my time home. But I feel like I also got so much insight. Like, I left, by the time I booked my flight, I was ready. I was like, oh yeah, it's time to go. And I'm ready. But I also was at peace. Like, when I left, I was just like, thank you, God, for the insight. Thank you for showing me who these people are. Like, not everybody in a bad light, but just show me where they stand. Because I feel like, because of how I grew up, like, I don't know if y'all know this, but oh my God, we finna be in a whole nother emotional moment. I think I need to get some tissue. Hold up. The tissue is not in arm's reach, but I think because I'm a former foster care child, like, I didn't grow up with my family, and I I gotta get this tissue. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Oh. So with me being a former foster care child, I think I'm in a really amazing place to say that that was something that I came from. But I do still feel like I struggle with things sometimes. Like, you know, sometimes I feel like people abandon me, or sometimes I struggle with rejection, or girl, what? This is supposed to be like a simple live, okay? What is really going on? This is supposed to be like, we was gonna hop on, do a little quick chit chat. I was gonna see if the connection was good, and I was gonna hop off and live the rest of my best life for today. But what'd you say? Yeah, it does feel weird going back home after a while. And I don't think a lot of people talk about this. A lot of people kind of make it seem like going back home after a while is just amazing. And for a lot of travelers, it's really not. Like, especially for long-term travelers, like, you obviously left for a reason. You know, like, it's a reason behind you, why you left. And that reason doesn't just disappear because you've been gone. Like, it's still there. You still got to face it. And it still might be hard, you know? Oh, excuse me. Hi. I don't want to butcher your name. Ingrid? Did I say that right? Hi. I'm glad that you're here. And what you mean, shirt collar, perhaps? I don't know what that means. But, ooh, I'm sure that was hard. I'm sure that was hard. I have an aunt and an uncle who were secret babies as well. And it was hard for them. Me too. I have trust issues. And I also sometimes, because I moved around so much, like, I think this is part of the reason why traveling for me comes so naturally. Like, all the stuff that sharing rooms, I'm used to sharing my space, you know, hopping around, keeping your bag light, all of that. I was already used to that. It's like, I really was already a traveler when I was younger. I just was traveling within the States from foster home to foster home. And I think right now it's like I'm working through those things. Like, I'm taking a deeper look, because it's like I'm in my adulthood, and you can't, I just am a really big believer of growth. And I don't believe that your past should define you. And I just feel like when you become an adult, it's your responsibility, man. You got to really take the time to heal whatever it is that is going on with you. Whatever trauma you have, y'all, it's kind of hot in here too. Whatever trauma you kind of have, you got to take the initiative to say, I'm going to move forward. I'm going to do whatever it takes so that I can heal myself and I can be in a good place. Whether that means you got to take counseling or whatever that looks like for you, you got to do the work. And it's hard. It ain't going to be easy. It's hard, you know? But I think that's what me going home, it was. I think even being in Vietnam was very much like showing me relationship. It was taking me on a relationship learning lesson, you know, because Vietnam was really tough for me. I was heartbroken the whole time I was in Vietnam, and it was really tough for me. But I went home. I left, and when I left, I was ready. I was at peace, and I felt really grateful for the insight, because I feel like sometimes when you're growing up like this, sometimes it's hard for you to love people. Also, like, aside from like people doing just fuck shit to you and you like, damn, somebody did the shit to me again, you know? It's like sometimes you have this wall up and you're like, you can't even see that somebody loves you or somebody's trying to show you. Oh my God. It just, like, it takes some time and it takes a little bit of work. So I feel like I got so much insight on my relationships, like how I wanted to move forward, and relationships that I wanted to keep around, and even relationships that I had misunderstood because I don't know it all. And sometimes I think one thing and it might not even be that. Or sometimes I feel offended, and it's just a misunderstanding. So it's like I just realized like who was for me and who wasn't, and I was feeling really freaking grateful afterwards. Oh, you've been a trucker for 10 years. That's a long time. Yeah, it's an adjustment. And it's easier for some more than others. We all need some therapy, and that's part of my resolution this year. Last year I was kind of tracking myself. Like I shut down pretty frequently. Like I'm not gonna say frequently, but I shut down a lot last year. And even though I was shut down, I was really tracking myself. Like I was really tracking like what was going on. Like y'all know I love having a bullet journal, and I still am using my bullet journal this year. I think I might do a video kind of showing you guys my bullet journal, how I do it, and I don't know, I'm thinking about it. But I lost my train of thought. But I was tracking myself basically. Like last year was like me taking note of like how I move and how I react and how I'm triggered and how I shut down and what's going on and how I can catch myself before I shut down, because I feel like it was affecting my brand too. Like y'all didn't really get that many videos last year. We were really being honest. And I just appreciate that y'all didn't really like bite my head off about it. But obviously this year we're trying to be way more consistent. So part of my New Year's goal was to invest in therapy this year, at least once a month. And I found a therapist. Is Black girl, which I've had therapy a lot throughout the years. I mean, when you're in CPS, you always got a therapist somewhere trying to diagnose you and give you some medicine or something. So I'm very familiar with the therapy process. And I was really adamant this time on having like a Black therapist because, it's sometimes good to feel like the person that you're talking to understands and can relate to you and understands the process of like what it's like being a Black woman, without you having to like explain certain cultural things. So the therapist that I'm going to go with, I haven't even paid her yet for this month, but I'm going to be taking a therapy session before the end of this month. And the plan is like each month this year, I'm going to try to check in at least once with a professional therapist so I can like, continue to work on the things that I'm trying to heal within myself. But I actually have been knowing her for a while. I actually met her at like a little event like a while back in Houston, but my coins wasn't ready for her, girl. But now we're in like a more stable place. So yeah, we all got trauma and we all got to heal that shit because we got to move forward. We got to level the hell up. Like we can't get to our next best life if we letting this shit hold us back. I mean, we can't. Yeah, I was heartbroken because of the Malaysian guy. He really had broke my heart. He really broke my heart. He really, really did. And I mean, I gotta be honest with y'all. I was even trying to give him a second chance. I was. And he went like a whole month without talking to me. And I had to have a conversation with him because I just feel like people think relationships have to be hard and have to be toxic and have to be all these crazy things that they don't have to be. Like on a basic level, you should be able to show up for me. On a basic level, you should be able to communicate with me. On a basic level, if you mad as a man, I feel like you still should be like, I'm mad at you, but I know you got to eat. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm very traditional. So I don't really be taking shit, but it's like when I guess with him, he just got me on a deeper level. When I tell y'all, like when I met him, we were connected, you know? And it's like sometimes I guess this happens to people where you're like, you have such a connection with somebody and then they switch it up on you and you trying to like wait for them to come back to what the hell they were doing in the beginning. And I just kind of feel like I don't have to wait for shit. I can make a different choice. And I'm not here for it. Like, I'm not putting up with that shit. Like, come at me correctly. I'm not going to be wasting my energy on craziness. Like, I'm just not. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I need to start journaling more. I've been doing the bullet journal, but that's more like of a planning moment. I haven't really been like writing down my thoughts. Sometimes I keep a little voice note. I don't know. I'm gonna try to do a little bit, incorporate a little bit more journaling this year as well. I think that's a really great idea from your journaling. I do think you learn a lot sometimes too from journaling. I'm sorry, let me blow my nose. Ooh, girl, that was not good. That was a lot. I went to therapy against my will. But I mean, what man really want to go to therapy? I mean, most of y'all do go against your will. But I found it to be very helpful. But I'm always on the road. I mean, you could do it online. The therapist that I'm doing, this was also something that was important to me. Like, obviously, I can't go to an office every week, you know? So when I reached out to her recently, well, actually a couple of months ago, I reached out to her when I knew I was planning to do this, like just trying to see like, had your prices changed or what was going on? And I was making sure like, will you be able to do like Skype sessions with me, you know? And she said she actually has a lot of clients who are not physically in Houston, Texas. If y'all want me to share her information for anybody who may need it, let me know and I will share it. Yeah, relationships require a lot of maintenance. And I think it's hard. It feels really hard, especially for someone like me who basically my relationship skills is low, y'all. Like, they low. Like, they low. It's like as long as everything is in a good place, I'm good. But when things start to get to a point where like if there's a conflict and there needs to be a conversation or there needs to be some boundaries or something, that's when I'll be like, you know, because I'm really like, I don't like conflict, you know. I'm really not, you know, like, and sometimes I can't get all of the things that I want to say or all the things that I need to say out. I'm really like, it takes me a while to process how I'm feeling about something and then to be able to express myself. Like I have never been the type of person who like quick with the tongue, quick with it, you know, like, so I always kind of am a little scared about having conflict. And so that's sometimes when I feel like my relationships struggle, you know. Yeah, online therapy. Skynet. What is Skynet? I ain't never heard of Skynet. But I mean, there's not just Skype. There's also like, I mean, you can do videos on Messenger. You can do videos on YouTube. I'm sure we're gonna see this. This is going to be the first month that I'm going to do therapy with her online. So I will update you guys and let you guys know how it goes. And if we have any trouble with like the connection or anything like that. But I'm excited to see what it's going to be like. I mean, it's my first time as well doing online therapy. So we're going to see. But she has an actual practice in Houston. And I think it just makes me a little bit more comfortable to try her because I know her, you know, like I've met her before. I know what her energy is like, you know, so it just kind of feels like it's fitting for what I need, you know. So that sounds like your girlfriend in Thailand. Yeah. How long were you in Thailand for? I didn't know you were in Thailand. You went to Thailand? And yeah, I mean, it makes sense. You know, it makes sense. But yeah, I don't think you don't have to settle for anything less than what you want or what you deserve. Like, you can choose something different if what you are receiving is not what you need. If your needs are not being met in a relationship at any point, you can choose something different. I mean, you don't have to hold on to it just because of what you once had. Because at the end of the day, I watched this video recently by this, y'all, I don't know if y'all know this, I'm also into tarot cards. I'm also like, I'm a very spiritual person. And I've been really trying to get more intuitive and like develop my intuitive abilities. So I bought some tarot cards when I was in not Thailand. When I was in Vietnam, I bought some tarot cards. But there is a couple of tarot card readers who I listen to on YouTube. And one of them, her name is Shidu. She's really dope. She does readings for basically like your horoscope signs. So your sun, moon, and rising. If you're not familiar, you might want to do a little search to figure out what your sun, moon, and rising is. And so I normally watch all three of those videos. So for me, my normal sign is a Taurus. I want to say my moon sign is a Virgo, and my rising sign is a Scorpio. So you watch all three to get the full picture of what's going on. I can't even remember how that shit related to what I was going to tell y'all. I keep losing my train of thought. I keep losing my train of thought, y'all. Oh, come on for you connected to the vegan trap queens. Girl, you know those are my booze. Those are my booze. You know they're in Colombia right now as well. Yeah. I don't think I had the vegan chicken wings yet. I don't think I had the vegan chicken wings. They good? I bet they good. I bet they good. They about to start doing some I want to say they're planning to do some events here in Colombia. We're actually in the same city, but we only hung out like once since we've been here, only because like we all just been in our zone, you know, like I said, I feel like I purged during my time like going home. And now I think I'm still purging, but I feel like a lot more clarity. Like my first couple of weeks here, like if y'all come in this room, like y'all see this mirror, I got all these writings and things on it. My window got all these little writings and things on it. And like when I first got here, it was just like literally all my thoughts and ideas, just, you know, getting them out of my head, you know. But over the last like 2 weeks, I kind of feel like everything is starting to fall into place. Like my ideas are starting to come together, and I'm just very clear about like what I need to do. But I do feel a little scared because it's like sometimes I'm not the best with consistency, and it's something that I'm building. And I think this year I really got to be disciplined. And I'm like, oh, can I really be disciplined? So we gonna see. We gonna see. But I got a lot of things planned. I have a lot of things that I'm working on. This is also part of the reason why I ain't really been on Instagram, because I got a lot of shit on my plate. Yeah, they're in Colombia. They're in Medellin. They've been here, like, they got here before me, like a couple of weeks before me. And I've been here, we in February now. I got here in December. So it's been like a month, maybe a little more than a month. Yeah, it's been more than a month. It's been almost it's about to be almost 2 months. Damn, time going by quick. Time is going by quick. So yeah, I'm in the city making it shake, trying to get my life together, you know, trying to get my shit together. Amen. Amen. So let me know if you guys have any more questions. I'm probably going to be logging off soon. So speak now or forever hold your peace. And I'm going to try to drop the next video tomorrow. Y'all, when I tell you, I think the regular speed of the internet is okay. Yeah, it's a real small world. I mean, the Black travel community really ain't that big yet, you know? So everybody pretty much know everybody. But I haven't uploaded tomorrow's video yet. It's like I have it, I just haven't uploaded it yet. For some reason, when I'm uploading my content, like even like if I'm backing up videos, it's taking so long. It's taking so long. Like the video y'all saw yesterday, it took me like a day and a half to upload that just to put it on YouTube. So if anybody has any recommendations for a portable Wi-Fi, not Skyroam, because I was gonna get Skyroam and I've been reading the reviews, and honestly, getting a portable Wi-Fi is an investment, and from the reviews, it just didn't seem like Skyroam is gonna be effective. It seemed like they have a lot of issues with connectivity as well. I don't want to waste my money. So if anybody knows of any other pocket Wi-Fi other than Skyroam, please DM me and let me know. I could do the next video live. I could do tomorrow's video live. We'll see, because I'm going to go to, is this cafe I heard about that's not too far from here. Apparently they have really great Wi-Fi. So I'm going to try to go there and upload this content, and hopefully that'll be faster. If that doesn't work, then I will probably do a live. But what topic would you guys want to hear? Let me go through my phone, because I've been writing down a lot of the things that have been on my spirit. Is your environment serving you? This is more of an inspirational video idea, because I honestly think, because I'm such a growth type of person, I've gotten better at realizing if my environment is serving me or not, and you know, ways to figure out how it's serving me and what I need to do to move forward. So I kind of wanted to share that with y'all. I was thinking about sharing like the spiritual resources that I use, like, you know, what tarot card readings I use, what like just different little spiritual things that I use to keep me aligned and in high spirits. I also was thinking about, let me see, well, I had a how I'm learning Spanish, but that's still in process. So maybe that'll be coming a lot later after I leave Colombia. Oh my God, y'all! I went back to college. I'm in college now. I just started my master's program. Well, actually, not just. I've done 2 semesters. I've done 2 semesters already. But I was thinking about doing a video about telling you guys why I decided to go back to college after 3 years abroad, like after my gap year. So we could talk about that. We could talk about how I plan my long-term trips, how I eat healthy, ways I make money while traveling. What else I got in this little thing? Ooh, my favorite Netflix shows, because I've been watching some good shit, y'all. I've been finding some good stuff, okay? I got a lot of stuff in my notes. When I tell y'all, my notes is like, oh, at the bottom. But it's a lot of stuff up in here. So, for me, I just rely on my phone service, Wi-Fi. I'm usually good with ideas suggesting, but you got me still thinking about that twerk out. You so silly. I'm not gonna play with you. I'm wondering what inspired it. What inspired what? I don't understand. What inspired what exactly? Yeah, I got a lot of ideas. So I mean, if y'all heard anything that you were most interested in, just let me know in the community. On any of the posts, you can comment and say, "Ooh, I heard you say that this was a possible topic. Talk about that." Or if you have another topic, let me know. And if I'm unable to get the video loaded that I originally had planned for tomorrow, which is really like a little story time, but if I'm not able to get it up, I will do a live for you guys. So yeah, is that it? No more questions? Anybody got anything else they want to say? Speak now, forever hold your peace. Oh, hello. I did want to shake my ass. Ain't nothing inspired it. I mean, like, I'm black and I like to shake my ass. Like, I like a good twerk session. Who don't? And plus, living in Asia is just like, it's not the same type of party scene. So you often, like, you know, you have these little build-ups where you like, damn, I really wish I could just have a moment, you know? So I'm going home for the summer though. Like I decided like I'm not gonna be not going home at least once a year. Like I'm gonna make my way home for the summer and I'm probably gonna cut up. Okay. I'll be cutting up. I did do plenty of clubs. I did. I'm like I was on the scene. I was on the scene, but it still wasn't the same. It's like I'm from Texas. We party a different type of way. You know, like Texas girls don't play. Like it's different. A lot of people don't party like us. You know, it's a different type of scene. I ain't see any clubs that was like Texas clubs, you know. So I do miss that. I miss that. I miss a proper twerk session. Everybody has sweated out. Like all your friends turned, like, you know, everybody on just another level. So yeah. But it's coming. I have some dope things coming. So yeah. Asians can twerk like black women. Maybe some of them. I'm not gonna say that they can't. I don't know. That ain't my ministry, so I don't really know. Oh, you said that they can't. I thought you said that they could. Yeah, it's just a different culture, you know. Nothing against them. It's just a different culture. Some people can. Some girls, you know, some of them Caucasian girls been trying to keep up. I mean, a little twerk 101 class get a few of them right. Same, but different. Amen. On that note, guys, I gotta go. I have another call. Oh, sidebar. I have an accountability partner this year as well to kind of help me stay on track. And we actually have a meeting today. So if that's something else y'all want to know about, like how to get an accountability partner and how to make that most effective for you, let me know. And as always, remember, people will stare, make it worth their while. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for the comments. And I will see you guys tomorrow, either in a live or a video. And I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. It's been real. Adios.